Pick up your gear and open your chests. Throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day.
And she will get a rework. Alyndra in quite exactly now. So it's not only a brand new day, it's a brand new reworked champion, Alyndra, not to be confused with VAlyndra Shadowmantle, sitting on bench slot 6. That's Jaheira's bench slot, not a hot seat like Jaheira's or Elwick's seat, so that's fine for me. Let's have a look at her variants. We're doing variant 1, I would say. A Fool's Errand. Future sight, the area goal would be at 1200. In each boss area you will encounter the current boss and the next boss at once. Goodness. You'll need to defeat both to progress. Chadwick joins the formation. Oh, not Chadwick. He mostly observes and tries to figure out what's going on. Interesting formation. 1 tanking position should be enough. 3 slots in the second columns, 3 in the third, 1 and 1 in the last 2 columns, and that place here is blocked by Chadwick. Great. Let's roll. We do not even have to use Alyndra. Okay, that's not a restriction. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. Trying to go speedy. Or as speedy as possible, maybe. But with Alyndra in the formation. So we need human in a tanking position. And we can take care about the rest later. Let's roll. Minsk isn't in. Sorry, Minsk. Not today. Choosing the speedy options. Skipping Alyndra's specialization choices for now. Going to talk through them right now. Oh well, see, Minsk is in. Okay. Have a better idea. No, Minsk is fine. Minsk is fine. Good. Alyndra Alexandria Garanahil Sarrbarand is known by many names. We'll just call her Alyndra, she's sitting on seat 6. That one. Let's use some potions to speed things up. Asharif's seat, she's affiliated with the Heroes of the Plains. And that's going to be interesting. With Elminster. Haha. She's neutral, completely neutral, I like that. She's 106 years old. Is that old or young for an high elf? I don't know. She's a wizard, a cleric, and a support and a control champion now. She's eligible for Vajra, Strahd, Elminster. Elminster until 2028, 3 years. Her basic attack is the Mind Spike. Alyndra spikes the mind of a random enemy, damaging them and slowing them by 50% for 3 seconds. Might come in useful. Yes, we do want to continue up to, I don't know, area 1400 it was? 1200. Her passive ability. When Alyndra is in the formation, all champions from the Heroes of the Plains affiliation may be used, even if a patron, variant, or other restriction would say otherwise. And that opens up a lot of interesting options. Alyndra, Abram, Breath, Freely, I love Freely, or Kira, Penelope, and Biddle. So, if Alyndra is allowed in an Elminster variant, then Abram, Breath, Freely, or Kira, Penelope, and Biddle are allowed too. That might come in handy. I like that. Let's talk about her formation ability, the Circle of Divination. Alyndra increases the damage of adjacent champions by 100%. So we should maybe place her like that, because later on I will replace Tatyana with Jaheira. So that's pretty straightforward. She just increases the damage of adjacent champions by 100%. I have foreseen this. For each champion in the formation affected by Portent, Alyndra's Circle of Divination is increased by 100%, stacking multiplicatively. Portent, I'm going to talk about that later, that's her ultimate ability. The Brows of Judgment. Griff, Alyndra's owl companion, sits on Alyndra's shoulder and judges enemies as they spawn. So yeah, she's pretty judgy. They have a 25% chance to judge normal enemies as unworthy. Well, Griff has that chance. And a 100% chance to judge bosses as unworthy. So every 4th enemy that spawns is unworthy, and every single boss that spawns is unworthy. For each unworthy normal enemy that spawns, Circle of Divination is increased by 20%, stacking multiplicatively. Wow. If a boss has spawned in the current area, Circle of Divination is increased by an additional 1000%. Griff can judge up to 100 normal enemies per area, and the stacks resets when changing areas. Yeah, if they wouldn't reset, that would be overkill. Yeah. Oh, get down, Frost Giant. That's still not updated. There should be a third option for her specializations, I think. Well, let's try. The Expansive vision. Yeah, okay. Let's try. The Expansive vision. Portent now applies to the next 3 champions to use their ultimate ability instead of 2, and the effect is increased by 100%. Extra Judgy doubles Griff's chance to judge enemies as unworthy with Rose of Judgment, increases the buff by another 100%, and when changing areas only, well, half of the stacks persist. Let's try. I still think... No, she's not updated. I have to update the game. The stack shouldn't go down to 0. Goodness. Bear with me. Quickly updating the game. Yeah, you shouldn't start to stream in the middle of a reworked champion coming out. Was a bad idea. So that's a 61 corrupted files. Let's see. Are we back? We're back. Cheers again. Server hiccups. Yeah, good. Server hiccups. Sorry. Nothing I can do about that. Reporting error. Yeah, awesome. At area 345. See, now she has the correct 3 options. With the Heroes of the Plains option that makes Errand, Griff, really Jaheira, Penelope and Will eligible for an adventure, we do not need that. I want to try out extra touchy. I want it to be extra touchy. Good. Her ultimate ability, Portent. Alyndra glances into the future. The next 2 unique champions to use the ultimate abilities gain the Portent buff for 40 seconds, which increases their base damage by 1000% and reduces their base attack cooldown by 0.5 seconds. Oh, Artemis comes to mind. If an affected champion uses their ultimate ability again before the Portent buff expires, their Portent buff duration is refreshed. So you have to have a maximum cooldown of 40 seconds on your ultimate. Let's see. And the music's off again. Pardon, that was loud. That was a bit too loud. So, my Alyndra has a whopping average item level of 16. Yeah, I just unlocked her 4 years ago and frankly never used her all too much. Let's have a look at her outgoing effects. When Alyndra is in formation, all champions from the Heroes of the Plains affiliation may be used even if a patron variant or other restriction would say otherwise. That's fine. Meanwhile, the Circle of Divination increases the damage of adjacent champions by, well, that goes up and down. Let's say 1.2 to the power of 9 to up to 2.5 to the power of 12%, which is good. Portent. Alyndra glances into the future. The next 2 unique champions to use the ultimate abilities gain the Portent buff for 40 seconds, which increases their base damage by 1000% and reduces the base attack cooldown by 0.5 seconds. I mismoused. I'm doing that a lot recently. If an affected champion uses the ultimate ability again before the Portent buff expires, the Portent buff duration is refreshed. I have foreseen this for each champion in the formation affected by Portent. Alyndra's Circle of Divination, buffing your adjacent champions, is increased now by 257.8%. That depends on the item level, stacking multiplicatively. Okay, now that those stacks work, the Brows of Judgment, Griff, Alyndra's owl companion, sits on Alyndra's shoulder, and there's now a 50% chance to judge normal enemies as unworthy and still a 100% chance to judge bosses as unworthy. So we now have a damage bonus of, that goes up from 300 to 5000 in boss areas at item level 16, which is not all too bad. And that comes from the extra Judgy choice. It doubles Griff's chance to judge enemies as unworthy with Brows of Judgment, increases the buff by 395.9%. That also depends on your item levels, and when changing areas, only about half of the stacks persist. You only use half of the stacks. Her epic Feats, Omnijudicant, increases the effect of Alyndra's Brows of Judgment ability by 100%. That's unlockable as an event reward. Where is it? Here it is. Available as an event reward, I think most probably if you reach tier 4. No, tier 3 even. Oh, lovely. That's fine. Good. The pirate crew increases the effect of Alyndra's specializations by 80%. Straight forward. Once again. The pirate crew would be a 50,000 gems. Let's have a look. We have close to 1.3 million gems, so that would be affordable. Then again, well, discard the veil increases the effect of Alyndra's I have foreseen this ability by 80%. That's available in the Legend Keeper Alyndra theme pack. There are a lot of armored enemies around, but human is still doing good, doing well. You reached area 765. She's with the speedy, maybe not so speedy formation. But it's working. Formation is working. Not up until area 1200. We'll see when we have to switch in Jaheira as the main DPS and maybe Rust as a buffer. Or we could do that right now. Get Minsk out. Sorry, Minsk again. Yeah, that's my phone in the background. That's much better. Oh, I'm streaming. I'm not picking up my phone. Who's that? I don't even know that number. Well, guess he or she has to wait. We have to break walls, right? Jeez. Reaching area 900 soon. Human still in the tanking position. Maybe we should place a familiar on Alyndra's ultimate. Took me some time, up to area 900, to realize that. Might be a good idea. And another Frost Giant goes down. Area 950. Yeah, probably have to spend some blacksmith contracts on Alyndra to get her to through the other adventures. Let's have a look at them. Variant 2, the Frost Wave. Additional Frost Giants, goodness, appear in each area. Each of these additional Frost Giants start with 4 hit-based hit points. Every 25 areas after every 5th boss, they gain 4 additional hit-based points. Champion damage is reduced by 99%. Still, you don't have to use Alyndra. There's nothing about Alyndra starts in information. She can't be moved but not removed. You do not have to use Alyndra in her variants. That's interesting. And knowledge over power. Variant 3, area goal 1600. Only champions with an intelligence score of 14 or higher can be used. Alyndra starts in your formation now, but she can be moved or removed. Okay, so you do not have to use Alyndra in the Alyndra variants. Interesting. Human is done. I think. Let's go with Tatyana. And Tatyana needs Valentine. To get Sentry out. Say. That works. Probably don't even need Jaheira. Yeah, we'll need her. But Tatyana's Faithful Friend ability landed on a not very optimal spot. Are we down again? Yeah, going with Jaheira. Goodness gracious. And Omen. Yeah, now we're talking. Maybe even get in Maryland. The usual suspects, so to say. Ah, that's looking much better. Close to area 1100. Champions are still soft capped. Going to place a familiar on each and every ultimate. And yes, Jaheira is of course, beauty setting. We could replace Alyndra with just anyone. Even with Evelyn. See? You can replace Alyndra in her variants. Interesting. Another 100 areas to go. She gained 200 item levels and 5 gold chests. And most probably that part of the whale will get with those 41 gold chests. Pretty sure that those 41 yes, 41 gold chests will include that feat of Alyndra. That was Tatyana's find a feast ability, spawning 35, 34 up to 35 enemies. That's a bit much. And I like it. Speeds things up. Plus it doesn't happen in a boss area. And oh yes, Synergies. If Tatyana spawns that many enemies, they all will be judged by Griff. Therefore, her stacks go up. Rows of Judgment stacks go up. We can try that out right now. I want to try that out. Let's go back to Area 1. Yeah, 100. Let's go up another area. So we are back at 50. And bam, at 80 and 100. So yeah, Tatyana's find a feast and the Brows of Judgment from Alyndra. They do have some interesting synergies. Let's level up Jaheira. $30 areas to go. Our champions didn't break a sweat, even with Alyndra being item level 16. That's almost a bit embarrassing. Nah, it's okay. She will get another 100 item levels when we reach area 1200. And 2 more gold chests. Good. Really close to area 1200. Variant 1 almost done. And Tatyana's down. That shouldn't happen. What's up with you, Tatyana? But we made it. Tatyana went down twice. But hey, our champions made it to area 1200. 300 item levels, 7 gold chests for Alyndra. Next up, next flex champion. Most probably even I'm really thinking about Certainty Dran, not even Dani. Thinking about Certainty Dran. We'll see about that. Still have to finish Catherine's where is it? Variant 3. Servers are slow today. In shambles. Area goal 1600. That's going to be a tough one. Much tougher than this one. Knowledge overpower. Variant 3 of Alyndra. We'll see. We'll see. About that. Area 1220. Done. I'll see you all hopefully very soon with another attack in High Harvest Tide. Catherine is collecting books in the background. Right here. Tess is collecting trap stacks. We'll see, that's going to be a really, really tough variant. In the meantime, I think, you know how it is. Everyone have fun, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Pick up your gear and open your chests. Throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, hey. It's a brand new day.